E.W.'s nephew, Franklin Kenny, was stationed at Fort Sill in southwestern Oklahoma. He had become friends with Joe, George, and Zach Miller of the legendary 101 Ranch near Ponca City. Kenny told E.W. that the Millers were eager to see if there was oil beneath their 100,000 acres of tall grass. Exploring the countryside, Marland saw outcroppings that he believed held great potential. Convinced by Marland's previous success, the Millers and farmer associates from Pittsburgh bought in. Sauerkraut king John G. McCaskey sent a young salesman, Lou Wentz, to keep an eye on his investment. Retired Carnegie Steel executive Bill McFadden wanted to see drilling firsthand and moved to Ponca City. The investor's confidence was tested for 3 agonizing years. Marland drilled 8 wells on the ranch and struck natural gas in 2 of them. But the big payoff, oil, eluded him. Marland's last gamble was to drill 1 more well on this hillside south of Ponca City. E.W. felt the geology was promising, but ran into an unexpected obstacle. He wanted to drill near a sacred tribal burial ground on land owned by Ponca Indian Willie Cries for War. The tribal elders blocked Marland's plans. The Millers finally convinced the Ponca chief, White Eagle, to allow drilling to go forward. On June 27, 1911, George Miller and Lou Wentz brought the news to Marland that the 9th well, the Willie Cries, had come in. At a depth of 1,700 feet, flowing at 100 barrels a day, the well produced oil for the next 65 years. Despite the money that oil brought, White Eagle had second thoughts. He made a dark prediction, later known as the Ponca Curse. He told Marland that it will mean bad medicine for me, for my people, and for you. Marland was at the right place at the right time with the right product. He was in the driver's seat, and America was on the move. In 1911, when Marland first struck oil in Oklahoma, there were 500,000 cars in the United States. Oil sold for 61 cents a barrel. By 1920, there were 7.5 million cars and trucks on American roads. The price of oil had skyrocketed by 600%.
It was a business where you could make a lot of money if you were fortunate, and you could lose it real fast.
His rivals said that Marland had a nose for oil and the luck of the devil. But it was more than luck.
You had to be aggressive to be successful. Marland certainly was that.
The willingness to take a risk is the heart of free enterprise. E.W. Marland, probably better than anybody in the first 50 years of state history, represents this willingness to take a risk.
It seemed that Marland found oil everywhere he looked. Ponca, Three Sands, Newkirk, Blackwell, Garber, Bremen, Billings, and the giant Burbank field. He often drilled 20 to 30 wells at the same time, overseeing the entire operation.